Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day to ignite a fire of transformation within you. You don't have to wait for next month, next year, or someday. You can start right now and see a remarkable shift in just 1 week. Your thoughts shape the direction of your life. They have the power to build you up or tear you down, to inspire action or to hold you back in fear. It's not the circumstances around you that determine your success or happiness. It's the way you perceive and respond to them. The most successful, joyful, and fulfilled people in life aren't the ones who've never faced challenges or setbacks. They are the ones who've learned how to control their mindset, reframe their experiences, and see opportunities where others only see obstacles. The good news is that you can begin this transformation today. You can change your life by changing the way you think. Everything starts in your mind. Your thoughts are seeds, and what you plant will determine the harvest you reap. If you're constantly planting seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, your life will reflect that. You'll find it harder to take risks, to pursue dreams, and to overcome difficulties. On the other hand, when you plant seeds of confidence, faith, and hope, you create an atmosphere where growth, opportunities, and blessings can flourish. This is not just wishful thinking. It's about cultivating a mindset that aligns with the outcomes you desire. It's easy to get caught in the habit of negative thinking, especially when life feels overwhelming. Maybe you've been replaying the same discouraging thoughts over and over. I'll never get out of this situation. I'm not good enough. Things will never change for me. But those thoughts are not facts. They are just narratives you've chosen to believe. What if, instead, you started telling yourself a different story? What if you replaced those thoughts with affirmations like, I am capable of overcoming this. I have what it takes to succeed. Every day, things are getting better for me. The moment you shift your mindset, you open the door for new possibilities. You may not be able to control every situation in life, but you can control how you think about them. Life is full of challenges, and while you can't always change the facts, you can change your perspective. Instead of seeing obstacles as barriers, start seeing them as opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong, focus on what's right. Instead of magnifying your weaknesses, celebrate your strengths. This doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to focus on the good, even in difficult circumstances. The people who achieve great things in life aren't necessarily the most talented or the most fortunate. They are the ones who've mastered their mindset. They've learned how to silence the inner critic and replace it with an inner coach. They've trained themselves to look for solutions instead of problems, to focus on what they can do instead of what they can't. You can do the same. You have the power to shift your thinking, and in doing so, change the trajectory of your life. One of the most effective ways to change your thoughts is by being intentional about what you feed your mind. Just as your body needs nutritious food to thrive, your mind needs positive, empowering input. Pay attention to the messages you're consuming daily through social media, news, conversations, and even your own self-talk. Are they uplifting you or are they dragging you down? Make a conscious effort to surround yourself with positivity. Read books that inspire you. Listen to speakers who challenge and motivate you. Spend time with people who encourage and support you. The more you fill your mind with constructive, faith-filled thoughts, the less room there will be for negativity and doubt. Another key to changing your thoughts is practicing mindfulness. Often we're not even aware of the negative patterns running through our minds because we're so used to them. Take time to pause and reflect on your thought life. When a limiting or discouraging thought arises, don't accept it as truth. Challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me or holding me back? Is it based on fear or faith? When you identify thoughts that don't serve you, replace them with ones that do. This may feel unnatural at first, but with practice, it becomes second nature. Affirmations are another powerful tool for transforming your mindset. These are simple, positive statements that reinforce the truths you want to embrace in your life. Write down affirmations that resonate with you and repeat them daily. Speak them out loud, even if they don't feel entirely true yet. Over time, your mind will begin to accept these new beliefs and they will start to shape your reality. Remember, your words have power. What you speak over your life, you will see. It's important to recognize that changing your thoughts is not a one-time event. It's a continuous process. Just as a garden requires regular tending to keep weeds from taking over, your mind requires consistent care and attention. There will be days when negative thoughts creep in, but don't let that discourage you. Simply acknowledge them and then redirect your focus back to what is true, noble, and uplifting. Every time you choose a positive thought over a negative one, you're strengthening the mental muscles that will help you stay on track. By changing your thoughts, you're not just altering the way you feel, you're influencing the actions you take, the relationships you nurture, and the goals you pursue. Your mindset becomes the foundation for every decision you make, and when that foundation is strong, it creates a ripple effect that touches every area of your life. You'll find yourself taking bold steps toward your dreams, attracting new opportunities, and overcoming challenges with grace and determination. The shift starts in your mind, and it starts right now. Every person carries within them a set of beliefs that define how they see the world, themselves, and their potential. These beliefs act as filters, influencing every decision, action, and outcome. Some beliefs empower us, giving us confidence and courage to pursue our dreams. But others, the limiting ones, can keep us stuck, feeling small and unable to move forward. These are the beliefs that whisper, you can't do that, or you're not good enough. And they often stem from past experiences, failures, or even the opinions of others. Breaking free from these limiting beliefs is essential if you want to reach your full potential and live the life you were meant to live. Limiting beliefs often masquerade as truths. They sound convincing, logical even. Maybe you've told yourself, I'm just not good with money, or I'll never be able to lose weight, or success is only for people with the right connections. These thoughts can feel so real that you don't even question them. But have you ever stopped to consider where these beliefs came from? Perhaps someone told you as a child that you weren't smart enough, and you carried that belief into adulthood. Or maybe you experienced a setback and decided it was a sign you weren't capable. The truth is, these beliefs are not facts. They're simply stories you've accepted as reality. The first step to breaking free from limiting beliefs is recognizing them. This requires self-awareness and honesty. Pay attention to the thoughts that run through your mind when you're faced with a challenge or an opportunity. What do you tell yourself in those moments? Do you automatically assume you're not capable? Or do you give yourself the benefit of the doubt? Identifying these beliefs is crucial because you can't change what you don't acknowledge. Once you've pinpointed the beliefs that are holding you back, you can begin the process of replacing them with empowering ones. Challenging a limiting belief starts with asking yourself a simple question: is this really true? For example, if you believe you're not good at public speaking, ask yourself, what evidence do I have to support this belief? Have I truly given it my best effort, or am I letting fear hold me back? Often you'll find that the belief is based on a single negative experience or a fear of failure rather than an objective reality. Once you recognize this, you can begin to dismantle the belief and replace it with a new, more empowering one, such as I may not be a natural public speaker, but I can improve with practice and effort. Another powerful way to overcome limiting beliefs is by taking action despite them. Fear and doubt thrive in action. The more you avoid doing something because you don't believe you can, the stronger that belief becomes. But when you take even a small step toward your goal, you begin to prove to yourself that your fears are unfounded. Each step builds confidence and weakens the grip of the limiting belief. Over time, you'll find that what once seemed impossible now feels within reach. Surrounding yourself with the right people is also key to breaking free from limiting beliefs. The voices you listen to, whether they're from friends, family, or mentors, have a powerful impact on your mindset. If you're constantly around people who doubt you or discourage you, it's easy to internalize their negativity. But when you spend time with individuals who believe in you, support you, and challenge you to grow, their confidence in you becomes contagious. They help you see possibilities you might not have seen on your own and push you to aim higher. Limiting beliefs often operate in the background, influencing your actions without you even realizing it. One way to bring them to the forefront is through journaling. Take time each day to write down your thoughts, especially when you're feeling stuck or uncertain. As you reflect on what you've written, you may notice patterns or recurring themes that point to underlying beliefs. This awareness gives you the opportunity to question and reframe those beliefs. Visualization is another powerful tool for overcoming limiting beliefs. Close your eyes and picture yourself succeeding in an area where you felt limited. Imagine what it feels like, what it looks like, and how others respond to you. By repeatedly visualizing success, you begin to rewire your brain to believe it's possible. Your mind doesn't distinguish between real and vividly imagined experiences, so the more you focus on positive outcomes, the more your brain will work to align your actions with those outcomes. Affirmations can also help to replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Write down statements that counter your doubts and fears and repeat them daily. For example, if you believed, I'm not good at relationships, replace it with I am capable of building strong, loving connections. Over time, these affirmations can shift your internal dialogue and help you adopt a new, more positive belief system. It's important to recognize that breaking free from limiting beliefs is a process, not a one-time event. These beliefs often have deep roots, and it takes consistent effort to uproot them and replace them with empowering alternatives. You may encounter resistance from within as your mind clings to familiar patterns, but don't let that discourage you. Every step you take toward challenging and replacing a limiting belief is a step toward greater freedom, confidence, and possibility. By letting go of the beliefs that no longer serve you, you create space for new opportunities, new growth, and a new version of yourself. You begin to see the world not as a place of limitations, but as a place of endless potential. And as your belief shifts, so does your reality. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces in life, capable of transforming your perspective, your circumstances, and your overall sense of well-being. It is easy to focus on what's missing, what's wrong, or what's not going according to plan. But when you choose to focus on what you have, on what's good, and on what's working, you unlock a shift in your mindset that changes everything. Gratitude is not just an emotion, it is a practice, a habit, and a way of life that opens the door to abundance, peace, and joy. When you wake up in the morning, your first thoughts often set the tone for the entire day. If your mind immediately jumps to stress, worries, or what you don't have, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and discouraged before you even start. But when you begin your day with gratitude, something extraordinary happens. You redirect your focus toward the blessings in your life, no matter how small they may seem. Maybe it's the roof over your head, the people who love you, or the simple gift of another day. By acknowledging these blessings, you set a positive foundation that carries you through whatever challenges may come. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending that everything is perfect. Life can be hard and challenges are inevitable. But even in the midst of difficulties, there is always something to be thankful for. Gratitude helps you see beyond the struggle and recognize the lessons, growth, and hidden opportunities that challenges bring. When you adopt a mindset of gratitude, you stop dwelling on what's wrong and start appreciating what's right. This shift in focus doesn't just make you feel better, it also helps you respond to challenges with greater resilience and clarity. Science has shown that practicing gratitude can provide benefits for your mental, emotional, and even physical health. Studies have found that people who regularly express gratitude experience lower levels of stress and depression, improved relationships, and better overall well-being. Gratitude has even been linked to stronger immune systems and better sleep. These benefits aren't just reserved for those who have perfect lives. They're available to anyone willing to make gratitude a daily practice. One of the simplest ways to cultivate gratitude is by keeping a gratitude journal. Every day, take a few moments to write down 3 things you're thankful for. These don't have to be monumental. Sometimes it's the little things that make the biggest difference. Maybe it's the smile of a stranger, the beauty of a sunset, or the comfort of a warm cup of coffee. As you make this practice a habit, you'll begin to notice more and more things to be grateful for, and your perspective on life will naturally become more positive. Gratitude is also amplified when it's shared. Take time to express your appreciation to the people in your life who have made a difference, whether it's a family member, a friend, a coworker, or even someone you don't know well. A simple thank you or a kind word can brighten someone's day and strengthen your connection with them. When you acknowledge the impact others have had on your life, you not only lift their spirits, but also reinforce your own sense of gratitude. It's important to remember that gratitude isn't just about the big moments or achievements. It's about finding joy in the everyday. Life is made up of small, seemingly insignificant moments that, when appreciated, create a sense of fullness and contentment. Take a moment to savor the things you often take for granted: the laughter of a loved one, the warmth of the sun on your face, or the feeling of accomplishment after completing a task. These moments may seem ordinary, but when viewed through the lens of gratitude, they become extraordinary. Gratitude also has the power to shift your relationships. When you focus on the positive qualities of the people around you, rather than their flaws or shortcomings, your interactions become more uplifting and meaningful. Instead of complaining about what someone didn't do, appreciate what they did. Instead of holding on to resentment, let gratitude guide you toward forgiveness and understanding. This doesn't mean ignoring issues that need to be addressed, but it does mean choosing to see the best in others and recognizing their efforts and intentions. Even in the face of loss or disappointment, gratitude can provide comfort and perspective. It allows you to honor what you had, even as you grieve what you've lost. It helps you find strength in the midst of pain and hope in the face of uncertainty. Gratitude doesn't erase challenges, but it gives you the tools to navigate them with grace and courage. Practicing gratitude also invites abundance into your life. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you create a sense of sufficiency and contentment. This mindset doesn't just make you feel richer, it actually attracts more opportunities and blessings. Gratitude shifts your energy, making you more open and receptive to good things that come your way. It's as if the universe responds to your thankfulness by giving you even more to be thankful for. Gratitude is not about denying reality or suppressing negative emotions. It's about choosing to see the bigger picture and recognizing that even in the midst of challenges, there is still good to be found. It's about training your mind to look for the light, even in the darkest of times. With consistent practice, gratitude becomes a habit, a lens through which you view the world. And when you make gratitude a way of life, it transforms not only your perspective, but also your entire experience of life. Taking one bold step each day is a simple yet profoundly transformative principle that has the power to reshape your life. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the enormity of a goal or the weight of a dream that seems so far out of reach. When the path ahead feels long and uncertain, it can be tempting to delay action, waiting for the perfect time or for everything to fall into place. But the truth is, change doesn't happen all at once. It happens one step at a time. Each day presents an opportunity to take a single, deliberate action that moves you closer to where you want to be. Boldness doesn't mean fearlessness. In fact, taking a bold step often involves acting despite fear, doubt, or uncertainty. It's about deciding that the potential reward is greater than the risk and that your dreams are worth pursuing, even if the path isn't entirely clear. Bold steps don't have to be monumental, they just have to be intentional. It might mean reaching out to someone you admire for advice, enrolling in a course to develop a new skill, or saying yes to an opportunity that stretches you beyond your comfort zone. What matters is that you're moving forward, even if the progress feels small. Every bold step you take builds momentum. It's like pushing a heavy wheel at first. It takes significant movement to get it moving, but once it's in motion, it becomes easier to keep it going. The same is true for your goals and aspirations. The first step might feel daunting, but as you continue to take action, your confidence grows and the path ahead becomes clearer. Each step you take reinforces the belief that you are capable, that progress is possible, and that your efforts are making a difference. One of the biggest obstacles to taking bold steps is the fear of failure. What if you try and it doesn't work out? What if you're met with rejection or criticism? These fears are valid, but they shouldn't hold you back. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of the journey. Every setback carries a lesson, and every misstep is an opportunity to learn, adjust, and grow. When you embrace the possibility of failure as a natural part of the process, you free yourself to take risks and pursue opportunities without being paralyzed by fear. Bold steps require you to step out of your comfort zone, and that's not always easy. The comfort zone is familiar, predictable, and safe, but it's also limiting. Growth happens when you stretch yourself, when you try something new, and when you challenge yourself to go beyond what you thought was possible. Stepping out of your comfort zone might feel uncomfortable at first, but it's in that discomfort that you discover new strengths, capabilities, and possibilities. Clarity often comes through action, not thought. It's natural to want to have everything figured out before you begin, but waiting for perfect clarity can lead to endless procrastination. Sometimes you won't know exactly what the next step should be until you take the first one. Each bold step provides feedback, helping you refine your path and gain a better understanding of what works and what doesn't. The act of moving forward, even if the direction isn't entirely clear, often reveals the next steps you need to take. Taking bold steps isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that every action must be flawless, or that you need to have all the answers before you begin. But progress is messy, and success rarely follows a straight line. What matters is not that every step is perfect, but that you're consistently moving forward. Over time, those small, imperfect actions add up to significant results. Courage is like a muscle, it grows stronger with use. The more bold steps you take, the more confident you become in your ability to handle challenges and overcome obstacles. What once seemed intimidating or impossible starts to feel within reach. Boldness becomes a habit, and as you develop this habit, you begin to approach life with a greater sense of possibility and optimism. Your bold steps also inspire others. When people see you taking risks, pursuing your dreams, and stepping out in faith, they are encouraged to do the same. Your actions create a ripple effect, showing those around you what's possible and motivating them to take their own bold steps. This doesn't mean you won't face doubts or steps along the way, but it does mean that your willingness to act has the power to spark change not only in your life, but in the lives of others. Bold steps are an investment in your future. Each action you take is a vote for the person you want to become and the life you want to create. It's easy to underestimate the impact of small, consistent actions, but over time they compound, leading to exponential growth and transformation. Whether it's starting a new project, setting a boundary, or pursuing a long-held dream, each bold step brings you closer to living a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. The key to taking bold steps is to focus on what you can do today. You don't have to have all the answers or see the entire path ahead. You just need to take the next step. By committing to consistent, courageous action, you set yourself on a trajectory of growth, learning, and achievement. Boldness is not about waiting for the right moment. It's about creating the right moment through action. Surrounding yourself with the right people is one of the most critical choices you can make in life. The relationships you nurture, the voices you listen to, and the energy you allow into your space all have a profound impact on who you become and what you achieve. You may have dreams, goals, and a vision for your life, but the people you choose to walk alongside you on this journey can either propel you forward or hold you back. The influence of others is subtle yet powerful, shaping your mindset, your decisions, and your outcomes in ways you might not even realize. The people around you act like mirrors, reflecting your potential or your limitations. If you spend your time with those who doubt you, criticize you, or bring negativity into your life, it becomes challenging to see your worth or believe in your capabilities. These individuals can create an environment of fear, discouragement, or complacency, making it harder for you to step out in faith to pursue your dreams. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with people who uplift you, encourage you, and challenge you to grow, their belief in you becomes contagious. You begin to see yourself through their eyes, recognizing possibilities you may not have considered before. The right people will celebrate your victories without jealousy and support you in your struggles without judgment. They are the ones who remind you of your strength when you feel weak and your potential when you feel stuck. They don't just cheer you on from the sidelines, they actively invest in your growth, offering advice, guidance, and encouragement when you need it most. Their presence in your life becomes a source of strength, helping you navigate challenges and stay focused on your goals. Relationships are not just about what you receive, they're also about what you give. The right people bring out the best in you, and in turn, you bring out the best in them. It's a reciprocal dynamic built on mutual respect, trust, and shared values. When you invest in these types of relationships, you create a network of support that fuels your growth and fosters a sense of community and connection. Together, you achieve more than you ever could alone, drawing strength and inspiration from each other. One of the most important aspects of surrounding yourself with the right people is being intentional about who you allow into your inner circle. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table. Some relationships may feel familiar or comfortable, but if they're not contributing to your growth, they might be holding you back. This doesn't mean you have to cut people out of your life entirely, but it does mean setting boundaries and being selective of how much time and energy you invest in relationships that drain you or bring negativity. Being intentional about your relationships also means seeking out those who inspire you and challenge you to reach higher. Look for individuals who are living the kind of life you aspire to or who embody the qualities you want to develop. These people don't have to be perfect, but they should have a mindset, attitude, or approach to life that resonates with you. Whether it's their work ethic, their faith, their positivity, or their ability to overcome challenges, being around them encourages you to rise to their level and keep striving for more. The right people won't always tell you what you want to hear, but they will tell you what you need to hear. They care enough about you to be honest, even when the truth is uncomfortable. This kind of constructive feedback is invaluable because it helps you grow and improve. They'll challenge you to confront your blind spots, push you to take risks, and hold you accountable for your actions. It's not always easy to hear these truths, but when they come from a place of love and genuine care, they become a gift that propels you forward. One of the most overlooked aspects of surrounding yourself with the right people is creating an environment that fosters positivity and growth. This doesn't just mean the people you interact with face to face, it also includes the content you consume, the conversations you engage in, and the communities you participate in. Are you listening to voices that build you up or ones that tear you down? Are you part of groups that encourage innovation and creativity or ones that breed cynicism and stagnation? The environment you create has a significant impact on your mindset, so be intentional about cultivating spaces that inspire and energize you. When you surround yourself with the right people, you begin to see your own potential in a new light. Their belief in you acts as a catalyst, helping you overcome self-doubt and push past limitations. They remind you of what's possible, even when you're tempted to settle for less. Their presence in your life becomes a source of motivation, helping you stay focused on your goals and keep moving forward, even when the journey feels difficult or uncertain. The right people will not only support you, but also challenge you to dream bigger and aim higher. They'll encourage you to step out of your comfort zone, take risks, and pursue the things that truly matter to you. They'll remind you that you're capable of more than you think and that the only limits you face are the ones you impose on yourself. Their influence helps you grow into the person you were meant to be, unlocking new levels of potential and possibility. Surrounding yourself with the right people isn't just about building a network of support. It's about creating a foundation for a life of purpose, passion, and fulfillment. The people you choose to walk alongside you on this journey have the power to shape your destiny, influencing not only what you achieve, but also who you become. By being intentional about your relationships, you set yourself up for a future filled with growth, connection, and lasting success. Faith is the cornerstone of any significant change or transformation in life. It is the unseen force that gives you the courage to dream, the strength to persevere, and the confidence to step into the unknown. Faith isn't about having all the answers or knowing exactly how things will work out. It's about believing that there is a greater plan at work, even when you can't see it. It's about trusting that the path you're on will lead to something extraordinary, even if the road ahead seems uncertain or challenging. Faith fuels your action, shapes your perspective, and gives you the resilience to keep moving forward. When you have faith, you carry an inner assurance that you are not alone in your journey. It's a quiet but powerful confidence that reminds you that even when life feels chaotic or overwhelming, there is purpose and order in the bigger picture. Faith whispers to you in the moments of doubt, encouraging you to keep going when the odds seem stacked against you. It tells you that the setbacks you face are not the end of the story, but a part of the process that will ultimately lead to your growth and success. Faith allows you to dream bigger than what seems possible. It encourages you to set goals that stretch you beyond your current circumstances and limitations. Without faith, it's easy to stay in your comfort zone, afraid to take risks or aim for more. But when you believe that there is something greater at work, you begin to see possibilities where others see impossibilities. Faith challenges you to trust in what could be, even when the evidence around you suggests otherwise. It gives you the courage to take the first step, even when you can't see the entire staircase. One of the most beautiful aspects of faith is that it grows stronger when exercised. Just like a muscle, faith requires action to develop and expand. Every time you take a step forward in faith, whether it's pursuing a dream, making a difficult decision, or stepping into the unknown, you strengthen your belief in what's possible. Each act of faith builds on the one before, creating a foundation of trust and confidence that sustains you through life's challenges. Faith isn't passive, it's active, dynamic, and transformative. Faith also teaches you to let go of control and trust the process. It's natural to want to plan every detail and predict every outcome, but life rarely works that way. There will be moments when you have to release your grip on the need to know how everything will unfold and simply trust that things will work out as they're meant to. This doesn't mean sitting back and doing nothing. It means taking action while trusting that the results are in the hands of something greater than yourself. Faith is about doing your part and believing that the rest will fall into place. Having faith doesn't mean you'll never face challenges or setbacks. In fact, there will be times when your faith is tested, when circumstances seem to contradict the very things you're believing for. These moments can feel discouraging, but they are also opportunities for growth. When you choose to hold on to your faith in the midst of difficulty, you develop resilience, patience, and a deeper trust in the process. Faith doesn't promise a life free from struggles, but it does promise that those struggles will not define or defeat you. Faith also requires you to silence the voices of doubt, both external and internal. There will always be people who question your dreams, your choices, or your vision for the future. And sometimes the loudest voice of doubt comes from within. Faith is about choosing to listen to the voice of hope even when fear tries to take center stage. It's about reminding yourself that your current circumstances do not determine your ultimate destiny. Faith gives you the strength to push past the noise and stay focused on what you know in your heart to be true. When you walk in faith, you begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You start to notice doors opening, connections forming, and resources appearing at just the right time. This isn't coincidence, it's the result of aligning yourself with a higher purpose and trusting in the process. Faith opens your eyes to the possibilities around you, allowing you to move forward with confidence and clarity. It gives you the ability to see beyond your current situation and envision the future you're working toward. Faith is not a one-time decision, it's a daily practice. Every day you have the choice to lean into faith or give into fear. It's a decision you make moment by moment, especially when faced with uncertainty or challenges. Faith reminds you that your journey is about progress, not perfection. It encourages you to keep going, even when the path ahead feels unclear or the progress seems slow. It's about trusting that every step you take, no matter how small, is moving you closer to the life you're meant to live. Ultimately, faith is about connection to yourself, to others, and to something greater than yourself. It's about recognizing that you are part of a larger story, one that is unfolding in ways you may not fully understand yet. Faith gives you the strength to persevere, the courage to dream, and the wisdom to trust the process. It's the quiet but powerful force that transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary opportunities and turns obstacles into stepping stones toward your destiny. Ladies and gentlemen, the power to change your life in 1 week lies in the decisions you make and the actions you take. Each step, whether bold or small, builds momentum toward the future you envision. By shifting your mindset, nurturing faith, surrounding yourself with the right people, and taking intentional actions every day, you unlock the potential for transformation. The journey may not always be easy, but with commitment and belief in the process, you can achieve more than you ever thought possible. Your best days are ahead. Step into them with courage and confidence.